This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV, yamamu nyina kwaba. Na Nkrumah Kevin Taylor sa wasan babio. Wasan yi Fante comedy. Ane Ghana jollof si akuswa jollof no ato. Ena wodi mom back to back. Paul Adomoche. So say Paul de sisi ade no ho asem bebre. Admire Paul nso call life kidikidi. Na obisa say NPP ene share helicopter crash na chiana because the NPP 4 year ne nsem mo keka ne de mo ye bloggers say ye journalists for ka NPP party mpanyefo na kase bi kan de na asade na say omotachi jeje kan o jeje ka to ho akomprego Japan mu nyina nsem mo keka twa mu nyina akuya kofa ba.
These guys are criminals. They are criminals. Maybe who be stand back and be alert. Stand back and be alert. These were the people who were planning. They wanted to kill the president. These people. They were sure ready. Their friend is Obama. His full name is Team. Give me his full name because we need to use his full name a lot. Said by his official document, you know, we will all know his name on his official document. Team, get me his name. On these people, in the history of the Republic of Ghana, no, we cannot forget these criminals. These people planned. So, Omeku president, we cannot see them as ordinary people. Makacham somebody say Obama, on ne yire, ne ma amenum picture ba bechiremo. And then kwasiafo makano, we need to let the world know these are suicide squad. They are mercenaries. They are killers. These people. They are killers because they were planning to kill. They said it on social media and per the police report. You know, these are people we cannot. It is us Obama pokwasno team. Nidin ade. His Nidia won the Ghana card so Daniel Adumakun. Daniel Adumakun will publish his Ghana card very soon. We need to let the world know the kind of people we have in Ghana. I will say we are seeing na ehu. Say Sam Rantiane about you we know for. They are criminals. And we should not entertain them. Daniel Adumakun aka Sir Obama Pokwase on the show red. In fact, do I have his bigger picture? Yes. Your friend Daniel Adumakun. We and my friend Sir Obama. Ni diankacha de Daniel Adumakun. We na almost shut them air plotting, air planning how the president will be killed in Ghana and the president's wife. Do not forget this face. Do not forget this face. We na Oko social media or the weapons. These are the weapons they have. They are ready to overthrow the government. And that they are ready to make sure that the government we have fought hard to bring to power, no, they were going to eliminate the president. His name is Daniel Adumakun, aka Sir Obama. Never forget his face. Now, these three guys are also kahono. Sa girl way any boy ya or as a bosom. Baby be on guard. Say ayana protect yourself. So anaju 8, anaju 9. Say who nama. We are Ghanaian bon buying. They are dangerous human beings. They can kill. And the Ghana Police Service. Dangerous people less so. These are dangerous people. Plus the lady, they can kill. It is almost man table baby. Uwama na jofa 8, 9, 10 and na jofa. Now uwama, make sure you protect yourself. They are very dangerous people. do not underestimate their next move. Someone nam wechia, be careful, turn around. Someone nam wodechi, say o group muna okahwa. When you see any of these people, be very cautious the way you tread. Make sure say sanko for way. Sa dia sa na hu omo area baby. Be on guard. Omo dangerous. Ghana Police Service a catch there. They are dangerous people. Omo kunipa e wo mu tirim. Omo kan o ma no. Your president oteso Ghana person omo kuno e kune yere. So these are very dangerous people. You should not underestimate them. Now, Paul Adumochi is a political criminal. We all know. This guy too is another political criminal who, at the end of the day, your management say ondi ewo Ghana Airport Company. And now, of course, Ghana Airport Company as the board chair, he started stealing per the OSP's statement that he is under investigation because OSP ni say ohun said now say in hwehwemu a wayɛ ne kyerɛ sɛ Paul is a criminal, so he is under criminal investigation. So per the OSP's investigations wayɛ so far no, he sees him say or your potential or your criminal or investigating no into OSP action de ne shemu say on the fiase na onhwehwɛ ne nsɛmu. As we speak today, on yet clean or your political criminal on record. He has also been jailed and released. He came out to tell us to say, Ahemfubi, any soft will be to say mensa otabomo, any ahemfa kesebio mensia, almost support to chrono, omo the pressure to system no so. One can say ahemfo keke. Or so ko mensia, impedifo wo mensia, which means otumfo said to kahun. On in penny for and the pressure eto system no so Emma ono Paul Adumochi Kromfo we ye no ye jijum. We are going to show all the criminals every single day on our platform. Send your Ghanaians to be very, very cautious. We don't want to be we don't want any surprises. So this guy too, it's a potential, it's a criminal. In fact, the special prosecutor is investigating him now as I speak. We need to let the world know the kind of people we have in Ghana. His name is Paul Adom Ochri. Paul Adom Ochri. If you don't know him, these are the kind of things he does. An old criminal, an old liar. He is another filthy liar who goes around sleeping with women and lying about it. Paul Adumochi.
For Ghana to gain automatic qualification, they will need to come runner-up.
So that is Paul Adumochi. When he was the board chair of Ghana Airport, that was what he was doing with Ghana's money. Jantre ni no fin. No kan. A dirty guy. Very dirty. Oshane siase. Yarebia will be or diabetes or HP or will be beer. That is him, Paul Adumochi. He's under investigation. Only the same guy at Exim Bank, Nino, Edi Neyero Kempinski, Nawari Egu, Neyere Jimmy Jiminti, Obano Nabatana TV say, Yachimu J Namaba, the Nisu Jimmy, our Egu, Obeka, not Sapapana Warano, or the Jimmy the whole chimpana, and Odi Paulichi. Paul Yeren Jimmy Jiminti. Wakwachi Ukunu. Sir, odi obechi wa Germany mo abakuro mo wabechi wo fie. Ema wo so exim ni ne de tua wo to. Aware na gu na wo oba no obeji atum no. Wo de Jimmy atititi Facebook say me kuru free prison. Ono so oba Jimmy fo. Paul, another foolish man. I am trying to let you know, asani ya start show no. Ye beye we de bia. You people should always know the criminals amongst us. Now, this guy is your friend Williams Anefi Sapon. Honestly, another hardened internet fraudster. Obia bebaso. Obia be obia. Yemfo obia nsie. Yemfo obia nsie. Abranche we so e wia. Chese ne kro no a wabo Ghana no. Obu nkofo fa so kromfo. Now, person the President Muhammadin Ekobo Krono Dubai. Wey your friend Williams Anefi Sapon or ye baby obesi bi abonu tutuo say wo ye hu oni mo TV so wo ye kromfo or ye kromfo tetua mo aboaten ne papa nie juma dia brantie we di no ne papa we ne di sa juma no your friend Williams Anefi Sapon ne papa nie papa we si ye kromfo papa or dia kire ne ba no no mu bu nkofo fa so e wo internet so abrante wo sori onko krom otedem and oti computer so na otwa nkofo obu nkofo o hye na o se o mi adwuma ha oboa kumase na oti na girl bi na hwe no and obu girl no bedwan obehye nkran and ne maame eboa no ma ne bu girl no ne suban no your friend Williams Anefi Sapon ne maame nie maame so a ono so ye ewi kromfo ba ko pa wo Ghana ono so nie yenja evidence be behind. As we move along, we will carry all the thieves along. Send beya Ghana ye be hu akromform ne yenam. Williams Anefi Sapon ne ma mini ono se e wi kromfo tetua mo aboatema. Papa ne aboaten. Kromfo tetua mo aboatema onie. Abrante we kobɔ kro no na so okobum ma na so okowia nkofo sika na maame we age ato. Enti se ye china na maame we di sika ne bia be beli no. Mami we oye oye kromfo ono so Ghana. Williams Anefi Sapon nenim nie a very dangerous guy, a very very dangerous boy, very very dangerous. Do not underestimate these kind of thieves. This is the first set I made the show. Every day they will be on my show. I will show them to you. I will let Ghana for the young people growing up to know and see the thieves amongst us. Send your bear, you bet me, I eliminate and I say, free na omano etume jina na so. We want to make sure, say, omones uncle for no, you be who masi who omuma, send your omobratie, send your bear. We will not allow our kids to even go close to these kind of pigs. Aya akwetia by election no baso very, very soon. And the Ghana Police Service. Any political parties via for na omunyina be involved e was by elections no a meeting na police for say omo ebema police for nkwa 5,000 akwa akwetia akoye den akobo election ho ban nti as we know no the Ghana Police Service is making or taking steps to make sure akwetia by election no be very peaceful, and I think it's in the right direction. The Ghana Police Service decision no we're taking no. We need a lot of police in the system. We need a lot of police to make sure that there's peace and also election are free flowing and also peaceful. I believe the IGP has basically done his part as the head of the police service. And we expect the political parties to also, at the end of the day, adhere to the rules and regulations. Their election will buying. It is simple as that. The police are in charge of security. And I believe, say Nipebia call say Okobum Raswa, the Ghana Police Service is equipped enough to stop anybody, any person, groups who try. And I say, Omoba try say, Ombema election when you be abim. I believe in the police service. I trust in the leadership of the Ghana, the IGP, and I expect every political party in Ghana, and I say political party they are going to be involved in this election to also trust the police. So political party be a problem with the Ghana Police Service bringing in 5,000 policemen to stop thugs from disrupting the elections. Na sa political party no omumum and I already said they want to go to Akutia and cause mayhem. Matisse NPP for say they don't trust the Ghana Police Service. Say omube to me ama Ghana for protection ewa Akutia. Remember, abane ekotina Akutia no, it is not for only NPP for. Enye NPP for nkwa na wa Akutia. Your Ghanaians be ho mo ntoaba amoso Akutia. Your Ghana for bo how many NDC and MPP almost Akutia. Ain't for an MPP person to think say Akutia by election, the protection should be only about the MPP. No, that person, with all due respect, is foolish. The Ghana Police Service is there to protect Ghanaians. So as far as they are in Akutia protecting or providing security, it covers every single citizen in Akutia. And to the NPP as a political party, to to come out to say they don't trust the police, and that what happened at Ablekuma North, so police for no end to deal with Ablekuma North issue now. What happened in Ablekuma North? There was nobody in NDC uniform, and I said there was nobody standing there with NDC card to say me NDC, and I fought. The police is investigating. So far, Obiamba Bontin Beka say, Sani Pawe or your NPP ni ya won NDC hospital into a NDC ni. The people who were having issues at Ablekuma North, we didn't see anybody wearing NDC uniform and colors and holding NDC card to say, where NDC ni, where NPP ni. That is why there is an investigation at police ABA. And for the NPP to say, so Ablekuma North issue, so police in Solvay, they cannot go into election, by election Akutiana. It means say, Oma from Wajuni say, Akromfono Mudiomoba Ablekuma North, they want to send those thugs to Akutia. Say, if the Ghana Police Service, any group of people, from say, they are for a political party, thugs, they should gun them down. Say, thugs, be a yomoti, Akutia. Irrespective of the political party they are with. I don't care. Say thugs be a rakwetia, whether they are NPPO, whether they are NDCO, whether they are CPPO, baby a omu free biano, baby a sanko for the free biano. Say police detectives say omu ya thugs. Omu did the people of Akwetia, omu life, ebe diagro. Eba kosi chaos ni mayhem bia. The Ghana Police Service should put them down, because right now we have seen some before. Near to Nkrumah 2020 elections, ya man call for tuo eno mu bo Ghana for innocent bi tu ekuomu. And the NPP Brian Champon ayawa so West Wagon or sisa criminals odi tuo show munsem. We are lucky today. We have a Ghana Police Service. Omakacha say they are sending their men, meaning the Ghana government. The security agency, the Ghana Police Service, they want to protect the people of Akwetia. Inti, so obi ba Akwetia. That's why I don't a macho man. Or I don't want a party bintin or buy, or I don't want to cause mayhem, or ni obi beku or betata ni pebia. The Ghana Police Service should protect the people of Akwetia by nullifying those people, because we want Akwetia people to be protected. Inti, if the NPP as a political party, Adjuni almost say they are going to bring thugs to Akwetia. Almost until Fruda can see castle near Munko. So when Jimmy now Adjuni will say, would you mule or your chain and Tokosi NPP mua, one year do beko, would you Jimmy? That's also when this mu in Tokosi or do bekwa. So kwa yanto that can count because the police needs to nullify any group of people. The police is their job to protect Ghanaians. It's their job to protect NPP, NDC, CPP, KOKO. It is the job of the Ghana Police Service. In the Soya political party, that's how they also win the police in the now who they call for baba. Oh, the omo bano now to funda katwaso because you be kuomo. We are going to protect Ghanaians. It is not about any political party. It's about making sure the right things are done. In the NPP, this win the police in the that's almost ma fine. But some so member, now some of the tax beba, the Ghana Police Service should stand by. Omuya ki, munya kiki. Kwasi afo. Na muji say Akwetia na NPP dia. And na muji say Ghana no NPP dia. And so this is very clear and fair. We want to have free, fair, clear elections at Akwetia. So be free in crime. No ya no so bema no bananti na Akwetia. Na obekosi chaos bia mumbono. Yampeso bi hu beka because 2020 near wa na NPP are buying ekofa galamsey for the etuo hye omunsem eko bonko fotuo what Techiman South near to Nkrumah ha enam ka kire say oh na Techiman fo no eko yeke ye hu say Techiman fo anya hwe en so asema NPP fo kan ye omno ko di ewu no yantena ho ema kwase bi mbeka nkire ye say na Akwetia fo no Akwetia fo omo ye peaceful people so far. Who's Akwetia for election abobia tuokuno. It is for what we know now. No, Akwetia is a peaceful place. The people there are peaceful people. They don't want because of by-election. Kwasiebia bekuobi. It is a urem. Now we are watching say obekosu chaos. I say you nullify near you free because we need to protect Nkwara Emrewan Penifo and Mbabawa Omo Akwetia. And your political ambition on Kwasia party binti and obekosu chaos Akwetia. Into the Ghana Police Service is right. The Ghana Police Service say NPP ni so munjimundi That's almost one more tax beba. The Ghana Police Service should stand by and wait. So also your bear man out here cry. That's all now customer NPP. Now we are bear man we near dinner. Kwakutia. Me say. So also your bear man. That's all na sebio we are bear man. Una want ding. Una we are bear man we near ding. Akwetia haya faka ne kobi. Na hwese bear man wakwetia na bear man akutia. Una also customer NPP una we near ding. Una want ding. Una otentam na de. Una yese wo de we gangalia. We are bema for moto anasa faka anatu car sa wo kwa kwetia na hwe de besi trap na wo de we are bema wo so na ho den wo na wani den wo de wo nsuro hwe baby abewura ho wani den faka ne kwa kwetia sa mekoye gege wo betuma kwa kwetia ye din na tare down ho men kasa hwe bi uye king ufundaka ene de bebra wakutia betam wodo abefie enti wadwina so NPP ni una otenkan keka nkwase asam una otenkan so jagum wo de akwatia ne time rudu a faka ne bra akwatia now let's take care of business. And Debiana Ghana for Busa, it's exactly 9:12. Ewo Ghana, about a year 5:12. Ewo a year US East Coast. Adikudienti ande ya pese nyabu trena yama Ghana 14 yo maybe I say. Politics one thing. And about using people to do damage in politics another thing. Sebio ye nyini as enkwara makacha Ghana for me aka akrebi me di 50 to me nya akwara memo bia antena TV so na radio so nka say sa boy no sa young man no me aka akrebi me di 50 years. Yeah, enti when I'm speaking from experience. Aka akrebi me di 50 years kakrebi me di 50 years enti me ho na efe me nya akwara asa tete no na nyoma bi wo ho a sebio ye nyina nim se ekoso enso na yenka ho asem now and according pempenso bi ma ye nyina be hu se there are some people among us omo adwene se omo pese omo di ewu na ewu die na no mu di sie no kura na and they want that to be in the known. They want to publicize it. They want the world to know say they support what crime is. Now, the NPP as a political party, no, young people are what Ghana be brave and should name what the NPP represents. And it's people like us, yet we are not historians, but the little we have observed, any age, any kakra ye nimuno. Who political parties about equal, and from the time Ghana started say we were getting involved in politics. Yebabe tuaba, yebe you be manage the party dim, yebe you way so a politician no. And when you who said the NPP as a political party no, a killing machine. Now NPP, they have been murdering, they have been killing, but they have been doing it in a way where majority of the time no, won't mean connecting directly to them, but everybody knows the elephant in the room. From time Ghana started to say politics. From Nkrumah time, we know the people who basically gave Nkrumah one of the toughest times in his life as a young man and also as a politician. And Nina NPP for Kwame Nkrumah ni almost started along the way. Ohun say JB Dam Kwamo any omawaka no adwene boni edom trim to say buzi amono or say no ho a they decided say they will have to bring this country down, murder Nkrumah, no matter how they will do it. You know, their agenda was to make sure say Ghana is going to go this way. Majority of Ghanaians will support her. They will find direct and indirect means to kill Nkrumah. Remember, Kwame Nkrumah is not just an ordinary person. Nyansa innovation that Kwame Nkrumah trim no 99% of NPP will be no trim. And for people to sit and say we want to take care of this man, Kwame Nkrumah, Yaman the presidency in Koso, Yebekuno, and they tried on countless occasions. We all know the history of NPP and how the people who formed the NPP are free, and yet Titana EBPA, NLM, EBPA, UP, EBPA, and the NPP. No, we know the Oma Koma Bedruha, Nina, and the history share say JB Dankwa, na oye snitch, na oye Jumama Brofo, Okoda jail or buy no oko Ghana a US embassy or Ghana so begin pay if you say na oye Juma, Ubia na oye political party Edian flag bearer no na still or start ye Jumama Brofo at the Ghana for ensem Emma Brofo, Emma Udia Brofo ni Momukunipa. We know their history. Now, the NPP as a political party over the years, Oma Yesadi and Ache. Now, a do point to be we need to let the young people know the sin no. It is not just to say it's happening because it's for fun. It is happening because that is what the NPP represents. The NPP represents what we call disunity. They represent murder. They represent people, and as a group, you're from outcast. Debiano. If you don't agree with them, they find means to eliminate you. They find means to destroy you. They find means to destroy a nation. And that is what the NPP as a political party are representative doing there. But now, they are making it clear. And every time the NPP is in opposition, they become a murdering machine. Because that is the only response they have to be able to take power. And to study from Kwame Nkrumah time. So, and they all can Ghana coups, ACC. Thank you, team. Ucheki coups, ACC or Ghana. You can see, say, majority of coups ACC or Ghana, no, the NPP benefited more from all the coups ACC or Ghana. The only coup NPP for and benefited when JJ Rawlings stepped in from 79. And this I will check the history of Ghana. Say NPP for Ghana history, especially coups ACC or Ghana, Sebio, na Ghana, so Jabambe Diswa. They always wanted to be like NDC, JJ Rawlings 79, JJ Rawlings 81. Omon pese, omoba magana for who say, coups BCC ya, Buziamo, JB Dankwamo, any Oslo Wusu Papamone, Mickey Mouse Papamono, Omona no mo shasye. There were about 5 coups, Kotokamone, a free famone, Kwasiaphobia, they were all orchestrated by the NPP. But you see, that is who they are. They are very good at lying and they are very good at distracting the system for you not to think, say, Oma committed a crime. History is repeating. And you, the young people watching us, the NPP, they will never move away from their root. And their root is to kill, is to destroy. And history is repeating itself. Now, Members Ghana for TBBA NPP way a muhun in no. The same as NPP na JB Dankwa di enim. The same as the NPP na omo ye coup. Indirectly, na omo peso mu ku Nkrumah. We all know say Nkrumah ebedi president a ote no ho efri eye JB Dankwa mo ho a obeti CPP a obe winning elections ebe president no. Nkrumah be president no 7 times and NPP for no person mu ku Kwame Nkrumah 7 times. They tried to assassinate Nkrumah. Almost tried 7 times. And all these assassination attempts were orchestrated by the NPP. We do now, no matter say, history is repeating itself. Now we are Ghanaian, be very careful about the NPP. Now, so we'll check the history of Ghana. Let's start from the back. So we'll study here. In fact, let's start from this part, which is easy. In 1958, history not the lie. It did there. Make sure history are repeating. Why a Kwame Nkrumah time or find it difficult. How an MPP for person kuno. The same way a MPP person kujo Mahama. And the Edao Mano. Today, when they get every opportunity, they are not shy. First, normally see, right now they are making it clear because some of them say it will take 42 years before they come to power. Makachro, every time they are in opposition, they are more lethal, they are more deadly, they are more daring. The only option to them, and not for them, when they are in opposition, is to assassinate people to take power. In 1958, just a year after independence, whispers of dissent were already growing. One evening in Accra, Nkrumah's convoy was ambushed by unknown gunmen. A shot rang out, missing him narrowly. This incident was hushed with no official statement, but it marked the beginning of a dangerous pattern. Power had enemies and they were watching. In 1958, right after independence celebration, Kwame Nkrumah enam fie enam kwansu ko fie, they tried to assassinate Nkrumah. Omo botuo ema intuo no anya Kwame Nkrumah. And Nkrumah ka said no problem. Bon sa anyoma we e de ehu ba wetu kuro nim. Onim say yankofo don peso buku no. But Nkrumah ka say ma mo yenye hu dede because onim be free ba. Onim ne nkofo. Onim say sankofo we they want to eliminate him. They want to kill him. This was 1958, the silent shot. Independence. Just a year after independence. Enyumre na Kwame Nkrumah na the car, the convoy ekofie, omo ambushi no, omo cross cars no, and omo botu Kwame Nkrumah etuo no anka no. This is 1958. Remember, your independence in 1957. Into almost started some Nkrumah right after Nkrumah declaring independence. Remember, before Nkrumah declared independence, and I say independence, no time Nkrumah Chokoma Queen said Ghana is ripe to be its own country, and that we need our independence. No, Sanko for we are extra letter Koma Queen, England. Ekachre a Queen is say Omon Pene na Omon say a kroni bi free Ghana home. These are the same people are there from UP4 NLM. Letter no try no Omon free mensia and Omon call a Queen ho. Say yanti a kroni bi mfa momo. Not the Nkrumah bedisuno, yenya Ghana for no de omonti omo. These are facts. This is history. And to remember, Nkrumah bedi president no, na enye obia na ye ne de. Na enye obia na ye ne de. So obede Nkrumah bedi president Ghana ebefa ntuma pay fra. In 1958, that was the first time they tried to assassinate Kwame Nkrumah. Now, and so they decided to move forward a little bit. Now, July 1962, NFL Kumasi Congress chaos. Bibi ko si wa santimemu. 1962. Now, during a CPP party congress in Kumasi, Nkrumah stood before a crowd of loyalists and skeptics alike. As he addressed the nation's future, gunmen attempted to fire from the crowd. Security intervened just in time. The attempt was buried in official silence, but insiders knew the opposition was no longer just political, it was personal. Kwame Nkrumah in 1962, Oko Kumasi, July, na CPP before your campaign, omo ya rally, and Nkrumah ko kasaye. Ojina stage suno, omo ano omo from adofo, any Ghana for mobile so mobetie Kwame Nkrumah no sem no. Na NPP for omo call for ni bi wom. Omo tutuo. Kwame Nkrumah security etimi make sure say sa etuo no anka Nkrumah. And then your friend no Kumasi Congress chaos. Kumasi na nkombe so mu ku Kwame Nkrumah Kumasi. All this time the NPP wanted power. And they were doing it through other means. Omo yi omo nim. They never came out openly to say yeah. But we all know the history showed us say because yen nimu krampo no buzia okotena Togo na ochrochro nsemba Ghana efuele nkofo bi so munku Nkrumah na JB Dankwa omankasa JB Dankwa founder no ono so ne anim so oye adwuma ema edien CIA na omoton Ghana ehun nsem ema brofo say ekuro no odi dwuma etia Ghana kuro no where MPP no I'm bringing you from the back. You don't need a PhD, a doctorate to understand this. We're a basic. History has repeated itself, but ended the onyanko point the onwa for fie. And until I made time free na me dia ba bedru enim Now what the EBC and then I say any the AC and then I say this is the NPP. Now Uba Wenima in 1962 the same year 1962 August I'm try some Nkrumah ewo Kumasi July. I'm about August and they tried one and your friend the Kulungugu bombing mokaya no. A sirem some ko bomb the Kwame Nkrumah kuno. Almost at one Nkrumah was slim. All along, the NPP were behind us. Because they didn't like the idea, say, Nkrumah aji independence, ama Ghana, wabe the president. Inti almost at one Nkrumah was slim. What happened there? Team, stay with me. In the dusty town of Kulungugu, Nkrumah was greeted by school children bearing flowers. One bouquet concealed a bomb. As he bent to receive it, the device exploded, injuring him and killing others nearby. The nation was stunned. Trials followed, but the truth remained murky. Trust within his inner circle was shattered. Kwame Nkrumah ko srem. And I see free plane muno. O see free say o mo ba be no awa we tu no. And NPP 4 Nanado Dan Kweku Fuado, then Nananom NPP we are no omo founders at the bomb share flowers him say Akwarabi Fankoma Nkrumah say Kwame Nkrumah we de wabasrim Akwara no krampo no sa ma me nansia no owu yesi na ne papa eya aban adwuma ene ya transfer omo de omo ko sirem ene omo gi obi ba no omo de flowers share ni sem say Fakoma Nkrumah Kwame Nkrumah sin mu ebu ni mu say oje flowers na kasa Akwara de ho of ene suye edidim tata jebi dan kwa twen na buzi atwen na omudombo nkofo nyina atwen say kulungu de e wo say Kwame Nkrumah wu. This how they tried to assassinate Kwame Nkrumah. But no Renfi Kwame Nkrumah inner circle na Mahamudu Bawumia papa ekam. Do not forget assassination mu no Kwame Nkrumah assassination mu na o evade assassination nyina no Kwame Nkrumah CPP inner circle no take a decision Nkrumah be fa ha Nkrumah be wura ha aha na Nkrumah be tena obeje flower ha no na Mahamudu Bawumia papa ye frɛ no eye Mumuni Bawumia Alhaji ne papa na oka Kwame Nkrumah inner circle nim. And remember Mahamudu Bawumia ne papa ye CPP ni onya UP ni onya NPP ni na ne papa ye CPP ni na Kwame Nkrumah inner circle security detailing no na ne papa nim hu bi. Mahamudu Bawumia papa na meka o enya Mahamudu Bawumia we ye baba ono so na asem so. Enti you are learning history. Okoto ankasa ye friend Okoto onwanoma. And the history is playing out today. And it's not just individuals, so the ideology of a group of people are about together to form a political party called the NPP. And when I'm a person, look at the NPP. Look at the ideology. Look at what they can do from within. And it's a say their inner monkey is dangerous. The inner monkey of the party called NPP free UP Mubayano. They are very dangerous people. Inti Mahamudu Bawumia, na Kwame Nkrumah, the people he trusts. 7 times I near person kuninano. Mahamudu Bawumia papa was with Kwame Nkrumah as a CPP loyalist, senior member of Nkrumah's government. But for some reason, there were people still penetrating. Nkrumah's security was still being breached. Into Busa say, there's some people around Nkrumah were they the ones working with Buziamo and JB Dankwamo to eliminate Kwame Nkrumah. It's a question everybody we need to think about. The inner monkey in the NPP is dangerous. We are building a story. You should not be surprised because history is repeating itself. Let's move forward. Right now, Kwame Nkrumah, Mahamudu Bawumia papa, ni juma ankasa odi ye na o CPP ni kwa Bawumia papa na o CPP ni na ne Kwame Nkrumah ne nam ye pe Kwame Nkrumah ku ni nyina de bia Kwame Nkrumah security yetumi breach ni nyina na Mahmoud Bawumia papa o ye Nkrumah inner circle member. Think about it. Now, about 9th September 1962, the same year, Omoko Kulungugu and went to Nkrumah, the same year, from August, the following month, September 9th, they took another action. And then your friend, the Flagstaff House explosion. Omode, a wone to Nkrumah, our Flagstaff House wakra. Still, Mahmoud Bawumia papa, na oka Nkrumah inside trusted people, no. Mahmoud Bawumia we, ne papa. And you saw him in the video. Now, already 9 September, they see a year Flagstaff House. They followed Nkrumah to Accra. They wanted to come kill him. They didn't want Nkrumah to cross 1962 Accra. They wanted to finish him and say, Abuabi Bekawa, everyone to me. Every single day they were able to breach Nkrumah's security. Nyankopon di Nkrumah ho afofi, Emma Nkrumah, for some reason, he was able to escape the death. But the same people he trusted, including Mahmoud Bawumia papa, they were in his inner circle. And there's an advice to John Mahama. John Mahama should be very careful. But we are moving forward. It took us September 9, 1962. This is what happened. Team, stay with me. Just weeks after Kulungugu, a second bomb exploded at Flagstaff House during a celebration. A child died and several were injured. Nkrumah, though shaken, survived again. The Kumasi Command, a militant anti-Nkrumah group, was blamed. Mass arrests followed. The president's paranoia deepened, and Ghana's political climate grew darker. Almost Nkrumah fi Kulungugu ba na almost atu Nkrumah. Our Flagstaff House na omo ye djuma dibo na bomb sa suye edidim. Nyankopon di Nkrumah afo fie Kwame Nkrumah ewu. Akwara kete young girl Tim omo ku ono so. Remember Omukoto bombo Kulungugu no nipa 70 ne wuye one time. Omasa bankran asa to Nkrumah e wo Jubilee Flagstaff House. Omasa beto bomb. Omuye investigations no na group bi wo asantimemu ye from the Kumasi Command. They did not like Nkrumah. Omso omo chiri Nkrumah. Government in your investigations no who said those were the people who were behind the Flagstaff House bombing. The UP are dangerous. The NPP, their inner monkey, is dangerous. Remember, don't forget, the same time na Mahmoud Bawumia papa eka Nkrumah inside trusted people. Still, Nkrumah still did not see. They were still breaching Kwame Nkrumah's security. They were still breaching it every single time. But Onyankopon, for some reason, was telling Nkrumah, look within. John Dramani Mahama, look within. God has been telling John Mahama, look within. Look within. Do not underestimate anybody around you. Look within. Because na Kwame Nkrumah papa, Kwame Nkrumah, oni Bawumia papa ne nam. Oni Bawumia papa ne boko suya tafre. Bawumia papa na ope Kwame Nkrumah position ni bi. Kwame Nkrumah na oji Bawumia papa di. Every single time Kwame Nkrumah's security was breached, still Bawumia's father was in the circle of Kwame Nkrumah as a CPP loyalist and a senior member. Now, let's move forward. History. Now, you see this. January 1964. It is from 62, no? A man trying to a year and a half from say bye. 1964. The Amatewi shooting. The Amatewi shooting. I'm going another shooting. Obianya din gidi bianim ye dwudwam. In dwudwam no de obi abete ne ho ase. Maka say NPP no be a dangerous political party, but history ntine ye side we will get to the bottom of this. Inside Flagstaff House, Nkrumah walked the halls with his trusted bodyguard. Suddenly, remember, his security is always breached. It's from within. Remember, Bawumia Papa, he was inside Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's security setup and people he trusted. Now, oye CPP ni mapa. Inti Bawumia na say CPP. Onye NPP ni. Banane Papa the connections Buzia JB Dankwa, because he felt to say those were the people he can indirectly, silently, in the dark align with. Now, inside Flagstaff House, Nkrumah walked the halls with his trusted bodyguard. Suddenly, Constable Ametewi drew his weapon and fired. One bullet grazed Nkrumah's shoulder. Another killed his bodyguard. Ametewi was subdued and arrested. This was the closest call yet, and it happened within the walls of his own sanctuary. Nkrumah's trust in his security apparatus was shattered. Kwame Nkrumah sorry as the president, he said John Mahama, enam eye Flagstaff House. Otum pasa ne bodyguard kan ho no mudi nkomo. Oh bibia boko, oh Mr. President, wall we dey see a penti. Usha e ba ye no sa doorway dey be out taking adena Mr. Nti normal. Kwame Nkrumah, no bad ideas. Flagstaff House. On any bodyguard ne na man who say another person who is a security officer wa Flagstaff House echi to na panyain of fire the bodyguard ni kuno. On sa tru Kwame Nkrumah and a cheap Kwame Nkrumah shoulder. Now who read the details of the story? Who read the details? Let me show you the details a little bit. You see Yankasa. In fact, let me run you through what actually happened. When you read the story, Kwame Nkrumah bodyguard na dahono, obu body to Flagstaff House. The inner circle. JM, be careful. The inner circle. And remember, Sansa when you to Kwame Nkrumah, Mahamudu Bawumia Papa, a part of Kwame Nkrumah inner circle, people he trusts. The security now or catch realm. Now, when you read that story into detail, it is wrenching, it hurts, it pierces your heart. They have taken the assassination inside the president's residence. They took it from outside and they entered the Flagstaff House. Now they want to kill him there because they just can't stand Nkrumah being the president of Ghana. The same way these people cannot stand John Mahama being the president of the Republic of Ghana. It is already story now. I can go through with you a little bit. The loyal security guard took a bullet for Nkrumah in an attempted assassination in 1964. Now read this story now. It's quite disheartening. This is the story. Let's go through it a little bit. When you read the story, this is what it says. That was the 5th time Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, was escaping an assassination attempt on his life, thanks to his security guard. This loyal security guard took a bullet for Nkrumah in an attempted assassination in 1964. Throughout his presidency, Nkrumah had close encounters with death for at least 7 times, following what analysts said were his unpopular policies. When he was not being shot at, he was being bombed. He was bombed at home, in his office, and while addressing political rallies. He escaped them all, but scores were injured as a result, and others were killed. Now, when you follow the story, team, stay with me. So read this story now. Moreover, Salifu Dagati, Nkrumah's security guard, who shielded him from a 5th plan to kill him, would also die in the process. This failed assassination attempt happened on January 2nd, 1964 at about 1:15 p.m. as Nkrumah left his office at the Flagstaff House to the Christianburg Castle for lunch. Before even the one that happened at Flagstaff House now, Omukokuni close bodyguard. No, they had also killed one of Nkrumah's security guards. He was leaving the Flagstaff house to go to Christabel Castle to go have lunch. They followed him. Nkrumah never had peace. And remember, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was still CPP member, a senior official of Nkrumah's circle, and a senior member of the CPP. Don't forget that. Now, also, Nkrumah was walking towards his car outside his office with two security guards, Dagati, who was a British-trained professional police officer, and the other who was provided by the president's own party, Convention's People's Party. Now, when you read the last part of this story, it hurts. Suddenly, a shot rang out. It came from a policeman on guard at the Flagstaff house who had just been transferred to duty there. Nkrumah namho keke. Na police ni adenaba Flagstaff house ombe guard Nkrumah no atutuo Nkrumah. This was all done by the UP. NPP 4, they never wanted Nkrumah to be president of the Republic of Ghana. They even infiltrated the security of Nkrumah. Who was the one helping them? It was the Nkrumah inner circle. They know Nkrumah's movement. They know how to get close to Nkrumah. They know their friend who trusted them. And remember, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was inside the circle of Kwame Nkrumah as a senior official of the CPP. Now, he would later be identified as Constable Ametewi or no, and the Tutuono. Now, from a close range, Ametewi had shot at the president. The driver of the president's car immediately disappeared. The CPP security guard hid behind the car while the president and Salifu dived for cover, according to a report. Now, who read the last part of the story? I'll say, more so, it added that when Salifu rose to his feet to find out what was happening, he was instantly shot through the head. Your boss Salifu trimu to Kwame Nkrumah's guard. Your body trimu to panyai yekune to train. All this happening. Why? Because in Nkrumah, some group of people from the UP, from the NPP roots, never wanted Nkrumah to be president. They were in opposition. They needed power. History is repeating itself. And I'll tell you why history is repeating itself. When you go to the last paragraph, it says this. Other accounts said that Salifu shouldered Nkrumah from the multiple shots with his body, leading to his death. Your body timu to Ukraine no da hukuta Nkrumah na o protecting Nkrumah. Ya bo Salifu tuo, ya body timu tuo, ya body chituo, na Salifu in the body shield Nkrumah. Salifu was still protecting Nkrumah, and Nkrumah never dies. And where were all these assassination attempts coming from? The inside. Now, Yanko Enim, we are doing history, and these are facts. Now, so Uko Enim Kakra, we have already read the Ametewi. Now, make sure the 7 assassination attempts on Kwame Nkrumah's life. In 1964, another one happened. Yeah, can't see end the history, so you understand what is happening today. You understand how the plane, helicopter, and crashing, and you understand. You will understand after the crash of the helicopter why some people are doing what they are doing. You will understand. Now, in 1964, the Convoy sabotage. I don't say another assassination attempt on Kwame Nkrumah's life. Yeah, it shows we do a lot of work before we come on this platform. We are not ready to lie to anyone. We are ready to let the people know the truth and why the NPP needs to stay in opposition for 42 years. Now, this is what happened. Later that year, intelligence reports warned of sabotage to Nkrumah's presidential convoy. A planned explosion or mechanical failure was narrowly avoided thanks to last-minute inspection. Though details were never fully disclosed, It added to the growing sense that danger lurked in every corner, even on the road. In 1964, Kwame Nkrumah car Ochi, the people tempered with it. But because Nkrumah always had luck like John Mahama, because Nkrumah luck ribbon or pono hokakrama John Mahama no, last minute they inspected the vehicles, the convoy, and they realized that some people had tempered with Nkrumah's machine. The same way John Mahama at the last minute made the souls of these men, the 8 men who died in this helicopter crash, may their souls rest in peace. The same way at the last minute, Onyankopon na obo Kwame Nkrumah ho ban. And I say this with all the pain in my heart. The men were not supposed to die. For some reason, the President of the Republic did not make this trip. The President, John Mahama, he didn't get on the helicopter. In 1964, Nkrumah got lucky. Last minute inspection. His convoy, Anoma planning to use in assassinating him, he didn't get on it. Now, no. In 1965, the poison rumor, and we all know now that Kwame Nkrumah was poisoned. Kwame Nkrumah, he was poisoned. And poison does not take effect today. It took effect gradually. And this was the effect of Sankofo Yadiomu. Finally, they got Nkrumah through poisoning. And this is the UP. And they're from NPP. No? These are the people. Because from the beginning, they said Nkrumah was a young man. Nkrumah sebi onyakani. Nkrumah nye ubia also be Ghana. So they tried every means to kill him. They never wanted Nkrumah. At a point, they said, this foolish boy from the UK, this foolish boy who studied in the US, what does he know? We brought him to be a secretary, Emma UP. JB Dankwamo and a Kofa Nkrumah ba is a omeye or church. Nkrumah ti omu meetings as here all taking notes no who say omuya amambofo. They are dangerous people. They want to kill this nation. So Kwame Nkrumah said, I'm staying away. I'm going to be a patriot to fight, to protect and liberate this my nation. That is the break off. Because secretary to meeting Biamu, he was listening to the plans. What these people wanted to do. JB Dankwa, Buzia, and Omomaka. So Nkrumah said, let me step away. I can't be part of this. You people want to sell this nation. Team, stay with me. So, we should not. Team, right now, Mr. P, right now, you want me to do it right now? If you want me to do it right now, let me know, team. Give me the green light if you want me to do that right now. So, in 65, we call that the, should I do it right now? Or after 65, Mr. P? After 65 or before 65? All right. In 1965, thank you very much, team. In 1965, as Nkrumah's health fluctuated, rumors swelled of a poisoning attempt, possibly through food or drink. No official confirmation ever came, but his sudden illness and increased isolation fueled speculation. Whether real or imagined, the fear was enough to change his habits and tighten his cycle. In 1965, Nkrumah went into isolation. It's enough. In 1965, they poisoned Nkrumah. He started feeling the effect of the poison. He started falling sick. The presidency, they tried to cover it up. Nkrumah didn't want to show weakness. He wanted the nation to understand that you cannot just be weak. So Nkrumah started isolating himself. This is the NPP. History is repeating itself. And I'll show Omujina Kumasi rally. And they told Ghana for say, upon all that Kwame Nkrumah has done, Omo University are a war asantimemu a Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Nyoma Omunitia, they denigrated Nkrumah because of power. The inner monkey is dangerous. The NPP inner monkey is dangerous. And it's something that runs through their blood. They are dangerous. And we cannot underestimate them. Actually, 7 times these people wanted to murder Nkrumah. And it's so easy. You see the way they killed JB Dankwa, Edu. You saw the way they killed John Kuma. You saw the way they basically killed their own and laugh about it. That is the tendency. That is the blood that runs through them. Normally, when they are in opposition, they become more daring and more treacherous. Now, let's see how history is repeating itself. If in 1965, let's run through time. 2016, Nana Addo Dankwa and the NPP, UPSF4, they needed power from the NDC. They had tried everything. J.J. Rawlings, they tried to assassinate J.J. Rawlings. Go and read the history. So many times, about 3 times, they tried to kill J.J. Rawlings. Fast forward to 2016, they needed the power. NPP wanted the power. The same tactics the UP people used, their forefathers used, the same strategy. We were in Ghana in 2016. This is what we saw. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we were in Ghana. John Mahama was president. They invited mercenaries to Ghana. People who train to kill. People who are hired to kill. 2016, the NPP needed power. The UP tradition that gave birth to the NPP. They wanted power. Mahamudu Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Nana Akufo-Addo, the NPP, they needed that power. They wanted to take it by force. So they brought in mercenaries in 2016. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo sat on national television and said he has no problems. Addo Dankwa justifies importing mercenaries into Ghana. Nana Akufo-Addo tonight TV so can say, yes, I'm going to the mercenaries to buy to do what? It is the inner monkey. It is what their forefathers did. They can never move away from it. And that is how they operate. It is the same tactics, the same modus operandi, the same blueprint, and that is what they are doing today. We should not underestimate the NPP. And J.J. Rawlings said it. They changed their names. They are the same people with the same character. When they are out of power, they will do anything for power. And I'm showing you how history has gotten us here today. How we are not safe. How we are not supposed to allow what we call the NPP to get close to power as a nation. It will save you. It will save your forefathers, your grandchildren. It will save my grandchildren. And I'm showing you gradually, make sure how dangerous the NPP is and how history is repeating itself. And it's a helicopter crash. So today, the NPP are jubilating. In 2016, they needed that power. So they brought in killers. Akufo-Addo sat on TV and said, yes, there's nothing wrong with it. He said there was nothing wrong with it. Why? If I import mercenaries, omo training killers, omo sasuya killers, no maba, no what is the big deal? So that time John Mahama was president. Revi, I'm making you understand how dangerous and make sure history repeating itself today. You know what's dangerous? What is dangerous is they have not changed. Recently, we are hurt because we have lost gallant men, patriots who were going to work for us. 8 men, they died. They died. The country came to a standstill. We were shattered. The country grew cold. It was dark and gloomy. Pain ran through the vein of Ghana. People were asking questions. We were confused for a moment. But the NPP, the UP NPP, what were they doing? What were they saying? Were they still using a 4-4-2 formation? The indirect way of trying to take over power, assassinating presidents. making sure they can make their way. Yet Nkrumah asem we see. Now, we saw these young people sit on national television and I'm ranting away on social media. They said the president John Mahama should have been killed in the helicopter crash. Ombecha president ni yiriniti no mo gu bottom na helicopter na top form no omunim military phobia omunim di djuma helicopter ne top form from the history ma catch obe sin there no. Do you doubt it? 50-50. You doubt it, but I don't doubt it, right? You are still asking yourself, is it that NPP ne shake? What are the evidence? Because in the past, it has always been an indirect hit. It has always been an indirect way of assassinating presidents. It has always been an indirect way of doing bad things. But I'm asking you today, in Korea social media, these are NPP card-bearing members. These are people in the middle of our pain. They were on social media say, President na no muhiano, John Mahama na no peso bukuno. Omni soldier for they knew what was going to happen. But we are almost trying to no much show more bottom, and that will give them peace. Do you believe it? Do you believe the NPP could be behind us? It's tough for you to believe now, right? It's tough for you to believe because where is the connection? We are all hurt. We are all mourning. Where is the connection? These people speaking, what shows that what they are saying, the leadership or the NPP as a political party. But let me do something. I'm going to take you back to 2020 before I come to 2025. In 2020, a member of the NPP sat on national television and said he's going to ban who? The former president, who is now the president, John Dramani Mahama. This is a card-bearing member. Kennedy Ejapon. Member of the NPP, Kennedy Ejapon. Alternative, so they will ban Mahama. Now, these are very serious statements. And it's coming from the same political party leadership. You before now, I've told you their history. The Oma Baba Bedruha. Bedruha 2016. They brought in mercenaries. Bedruha 2020, right after election 2020. Kennedy Japan national television. You ban Mahama alive. And Chebia, a whole helicopter carrying 8 gallant men, patriots, soldier for whom politicians, they all died. The NPP, as a political party, they were jubilating. They were on social media with their boys and girls. Now, on a normal day, what are we supposed to do? Every single person who cares about this country and wants the rule of law to work and wants to make sure that we set good examples moving forward, nobody will associate themselves with such people. Nobody, no right-thinking Ghanaian be anywhere or be associating with such people, because these are NPP foot soldiers who made it clear, say, you be coup president, ye nim hubi, ye nim send your helicopter no crack top form, na na yiri ye be chanity di omo bottom. So, as a leader of a party or a political party, automatically that day you release a letter and disassociate yourself. That is what a political party that stands for the people will do. But in 2025, we saw this young man after they were picked up. We saw the potential flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. After the nation was angry, before Ashe Ekroli Mumma, Mrantia way akasa obeso mu twa president titi. Omuku president, NPP for they were jubilated on social media. Mahamudu Bawumia invited these criminals to his office and brought in the media and told the world that these are our heroes. Gave them a gallant reception. Hugged them and told them they have done a great job. This is a guy whose father was in the circle of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah when they tried 7 times to assassinate Nkrumah. This is the same Mahamudu Bawumia. Today, he brought this young man who said they have to kill John Mahama. They have to kill his wife. They have to assassinate them. They have connection in the military. Mahamudu Bawumia wants to lead Ghana. The same way Kennedy Japan wants to lead Ghana. The NPP as a political party, they brought this boy. They gave him a gallant reception. Bawumia told them to bring him because he has done well. And showcased this on national television. Told the world, these are the people we want. Where when I pay, where when I am fair say, we are associate your homework. Some of the party no say NPP ne batumia. These are the kind of young men that we need. Because the message Bawumia is sending to any single young man in Ghana is that when you plan to kill the president, it is right. This is the message Mahamudu Bawumia is sending. Until today, his opponent, Kennedy Japan, a young man on the Kennedy Japan, Chibeka said, no. Now, sir, you say, I'm bound to to me a plan is on the president. Now, Bawumia, you are too now. And Bawumia, I command the bill. Tata, a young man to rise up. No, yes, sir. Now, Kennedy Sukoko Bailey now. Who is going to speak? I'm asking. Do you know the international implication of this? This is a guy who wants to be president. Do you know the international implications? Do you know what this means? Do you understand? Do you understand what this thing means? Internationally. This is a boy who sat on social media to say they plan to kill the president of the Republic of Ghana, and a potential flag bearer brings this boy in with all the flamboyance and all the cameras to say, this is my beloved son. Do you know the implication? Do you know the message the NPP is sending? But you know, I have taken you back. I have told you the history. Are you surprised today? Now, when I ask you the question, do you think the NPP is behind the plane crash or the helicopter crash? When I ask you right now, what answer are you going to give me? Do you believe that they know something about this? Do you believe it? Say, hey, almost any helicopter from the and from what I have told you and what you are seeing, do you believe it's the NPP in the shake? I'm asking you because you know the funny thing. He basically gave these criminals a green light to go back and do damage because what they plan to do, they could not execute it. So he is blessing them again to go back. This is the NPP. And I won't say just Bawumia, this is the NPP. What they represent. But you know the disheartening thing. The reason why they are being funded by the NPP, the hierarchy, is because a brand new way president this boy went on radio to tell the whole world to say, oh, Osha self, now Bawumia is the one making sure he's comfortable. A brand new way now, or social media ne NPP for say Obeku president yere. The president to go bottom playing a cut off from they knew because omni soldier for omnim the econo. A brand new way police chain no or sabetina radio so catch Ghana say Mahamudu Bawumia tamana ono other cells na Ghana for we are shocked, you know. Bawumia called him in jail, in cells, and told them to give him a special place to sleep. This is sad. This is sad. So Bawumia friend or catch them say, he supports them what they did. The omo ye no support omo. NPP ta omo chi. And they will find money to come and bail them. Or Shomosa Monday, Sikebi Ometam as a party. And he, as Bawumia, to bail them. At the expense of 8 men who died. 8 men. There were Muslims in there. Nkrumah. At the expense of 8 men. They are entertaining this. Mahmoud Bawumia is placing calls, telling these people, these criminals, through them, nipa etewuno. Mahmoud Bawumia say, "Ewiemo, insuomo, he will protect them." He's happy. The NPP as a political party, they came together. They went to the police headquarters. They demonstrated. At the end of much assassins segum. 8 men at their expense. 8 gallant men. 8 men. These men, they died. They died for nothing. They killed these people. They sat on social media. They were so excited. Bawumia called them and told them, say, "Ewiemo, insuomo, obe protect you mo. You should not worry." Sometimes not now we tie the NPP, some of their communicators in Sembio Mutumika with confidence and how they are able to. Sometimes I don't person Ghana for TBBA. Me mean chiri NPP for Jimmy no mo Jimmy, and then a problem with them. I don't hate them as humans. Omwe Jimmy, and then they biana ehame ewo mo ho. They are naturally born foolish. Enti I know be talk to Kevin there or time NPP. I didn't know me time NPP. Eye mumwano. Monkey, you see the monkey in them. The monkey in them, no. And then a problem with the NPP, no. The way omutimi shada say, and they just see everyone to be stupid. Inti omutimi tina bedum, then they lie. They just lie, and they think say it is part of them, so it should be part of us. That is my problem with the NPP. On say Jimina a woman, no. How they don't respect the intelligence of other people, no? And then mommy sometimes me show me say, your inner monkeys, no, their inner monkeys, no, a woman, no. That is what makes me not to like them as a people. But hatred, their entire mo. But their inner monkey is all about lies. So sometimes into a communicator like this, yet Ghana, 2023, 2024, like 2020, 2021, Ghana, technology, we can do research. We can Google stuff and find out. We can basically go out there and witness for ourselves. Say, Aban say, oh ye bibina oh nya. We live in the country. Every part of Ghana, Nipatawo. It is when people sit on TV and on radio. Now I'm from NPP 4. Inti, I will say I can't send me a yatro, but we still want the people to believe it. And none of that part of me so Jimmy. Now, this is an old video, but when you see the confidence. This young raccoon, or a raccoon in tea, because this raccoon sitting on Wound to Me TV video where I check, but when you look at the confidence, or exhibited the highest form of stupidity, exhibiting his inner monkey, that is the lie. As an NPP communicator, you sometimes ask yourself, say, in Convoy, have they changed or they are still doing the same thing? This is old, but share the eagerness. The confidence in exhibiting the inner monkey. Like when you see the confidence, or the kikan kwasi some way. Sometimes no me, I am sure more me but some say na NPP for nanka some who Ghana for say ye nipa na. Hwe nipa fibio. And on my area party this is old, but sometimes you need to step back and ask yourself say na sa party we mumwai. How did they see us? How do they see Ghanaians? You see the confidence. And the whole regional chairman want me at home is supporting him. You be trade the free crime. You defense you so deche. And him futi no. Asofuti. Sebio but this is me so. Na eye asante him and time no nyan wuye. Na oti radio hu tie. Na ahemfo akese. Na asofo impenifoɔ etie na abrantie wait radio so in the name of me MPP ni na otwatro. And the confidence in the lies. Yeah, train deche the fe wiema firi Kumasi. And nam wiema ba bedrun kran. Na na de nam soro. Na Bawumia so be ba akwatu asase ase. Na yeda hotia. Now these are some of the things I also a Ghana near say why should anybody even listen to this group of monkeys? Yes, because say Nipana Okasano say Obugana Nina Okasa Chenana. Onim say what he's saying is not realistic. It is not there. Abaning yet. So why would somebody wear a shiny suit to come sit on a dirty, filthy, stinking radio station to basically lie to his own people? Because asamna okano abranti oya santiniba we dibofro enkwan ahwease abetena asantimemu radio so enim se ne nananom impenifo tie e wo se omunya bibia ombewu so omasom gidie na abranti say. So sometimes you ask yourself, say, the young people in the NPP, you know, what did they learn? And they know that confidence to lie. It is because the inner monkey of the party is lies. The party dwells. The party was built or carved out of lies. So you saw the confidence. And as I train them, a free Kumasi ko Nkrumah Kevin. The na Bawumia and Ekufuado ni Kennedy Mudefa form no ewing. These are the things. And you see, the say they are still doing the same thing. Almost the same. They are still doing the same thing. The President of the Republic of Ghana, Endra F for commercial flights at the core. Akwentium se okudi jumama Ghana commercial flight, which anyone can check. The presidency, they released an official statement stating the presidency did not lie. Presidency na encantro ankotete say Mr. President fakuti kwambisu neko. The presidency catcher say President na for Emirates Airlines or the kosia twaso akwa. And still these people, because they feel say okanukura wire bonnet, that is the problem with the NPP. That is the problem with the NPP. Their inner monkey is lie. Sa lies na ewo mumuno. Sa atrono. Sa NPP Jimina adokuro mono. Ene na ama Ghana ne chichiriye from Kwame Nkrumah time abedu hano ayeding. And internet today they don't look attractive to even a pig because there's no truth. There's no truth anyway. And the adiabechi, who's a president for commercial flight. Inti right now, where is the angle? Angle be no munko. Okay, they see an yanka say, why am I the president in the two quine? Then you ask yourself, are these humans or they are some piece of shit carved or molded in the form of humans? Are they humans at all? Because sometimes, you look at these things, you see things like these. Come out. I just want to show you something before we move on. Men start to show no, but I want to show you something. Ansana Megunsa. I don't know where it went. This one. Where another MP, Onusufri Santimemu. After Enra, as if one and a two se binino, Ejimi no one a chain no. Audience obey to me chat through Akona is there. Ghana for you a president. One for private jet now offer commercial plane Dubai for plane efa obia bi no ani bi na John Mahama efo ye ade chia hwe MP we yesi oye MP for Mensia North hwe nim oseden ose sofo kromfo a we use no Kumasi or that dankofo omo nyina say dom tie or say why didn't NDC provide Ghanaians with information on the number of delegation that traveled to Japan and Singapore? With Jimmy. Right now, they are not talking about the president for private jet to oma jet to say president and for private jet afedi omo say why any president na call ye we mo ye portri nkoko. They are not ready to govern with us. They are not ready to help us govern this nation. Hwenenim we ye MP Usha was said ye or se sofo kromfo ofri Kumasi a we use no ho asofo a omo ya kromfo mfri Kumasi nyina se no mote yes so he Bensia North Otumfo area ho MPO na nka Otumfo MP die ka okasa nyansem because baby a wo free no asase na wo free so anasa wo di so no eya asase a esombo eya menhia hwe napo kasa isa junso gu ni tirim napo obiena no kasa isa junso kraba siri tirim isa kraba ya junso wo mu siri tirim ebiani afede oh okay president and rent jet ayate afede when the president na koye and this is what they don't like. Also, Kevin did the yes, when Jimmy made watem. Yes, and I'm not going to tell you because of you. It is your problem, not mine. Where you're senekwasia. Until you see, they live a life all out of lies. The party itself, sebi omo chichire party no, omo mudi party nenim. Till date, the NPP followers and the NPP no Ghana for the way we think, from their leadership to the last fool in the NPP. They still don't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. Sanko foni anu ti krum ha. Ena sebio helicopter koto wurem e wo boase wurem. Akrofom yesi e chiro ho baby. Sa wonam former almost 2 hours to get there. Helicopter top form. Sankwasiafo wetumi betena TV so ni radio so ka say an ade na helicopter to form no ade ntina nipa na ye kwose sa omo no yanye yamfa ambulance anko ho ade na soldier fo no mkoe no omanfa ambulance anko ade na omanfa stretchers anko ho 2 hours when you trekking plane akoto inwurem tu baby a control center na mo de track plane no omo nim baby a plane mpotoye. We are following sound and smoke. We are all following smoke and sound. And the sound that some farmers heard, we are believing in their word. And the say, somebody smoke meaning sound beer. No, because mudinka helicopter no. So it means where the helicopter is for the 5 hours at top form no, we could not locate where the helicopter is because it has gotten off the radar. Inti ehina woko for ambulance akọ drive afa eye inwura we mu akọ pie ho akọ kase for structure bra na betinitine wo ha na fa we to so are we insane actually we Jimmy. These are the kind of people we live with. These are the kind of people we live with. Omo adwene wo form omo Jimmy. Inti inwura mu wo na onam from 2 hours to get to even where the location is. You need to carry a structure along. You need to carry an ambulance along. It's a crying. Jimmy phobia na adwene nkwa chire. They think shallow. Hey, MPP for me Jimmy. Who say me I don't put MPP communicators on my TV. No. Majority 99.99999 MPP communicators on my Jimmy. Their intelligence and do the level for me to put an MPP communicator on my TV. No. It is all study. I don't place NPP communicator. I don't talk about NPP communicator. Now NPP communicator ben enim nyansa was discussing. Nobody, none of them. Jimmy. Until right now, it is not about okay. You see how much here, Mahama for private jet. Into Siano, ye busa hwane Mahama na koye. Muye nine. They are just foolish. And you can't reason with them because Obia we Jimmy no ebe din se obetune natena se a reason. Ebe ya din se Obia we Jimmy. Oni ne be reason. Accra to Kumasi road kra car to for ma. How long does it take for an ambulance to locate maybe a car to go bring the passengers? Accra Kumasi. The accident is here. How long does it take for us to even get those people accidentally on the highway? No, how long are we able to pick those people to the nearest hospital? That plane lose track. na ato nwura doko mu a kwasie bi se adan na ye koduru ho no ya ntwen amfre hotel for mo infrastructure mba amiambe wagimi munim nyansa. When I call Boadu Taylor, there's only one thing we have to do as a people. Let's keep the NPP away from power. They are a dangerous group. They kill, they destroy, they laugh about it. We have to be wise. We have to believe in Ghana. We have to believe in the Nkrumah philosophy. We have to believe in us. The NPP is a killing machine. It's a dangerous political party. Whatever comes out of it is a disease. We should be smart as a people. We should protect our nation. We should stand firm. We should be resolute. They don't think positive. The NPP as a political party is a curse on this nation. The young people coming up, your future, the democracy you are enjoying today in Ghana is because people like us, people like John Mahama, the NDC, you have protected your democracy. The NPP, since its inception, they have always been against the will of the people. Mama yenjene Ghana home. Ghana ne ohono. Mama yembo ho ban. Mama yen making sure say party a friend NPP. Omumba power for the next 42 years. They kill, they destroy. Most importantly, you're very careful about them. They come out crying with us, but they jubilate behind the scenes. They still have more daring things to do. They are planning damage. They are planning to take over. We should be watchful. We should be careful. We should be very, very vigilant as a people. We are doing our best to protect Ghana. We are doing our best to protect our democracy. It's up to you to make sure you keep the NDC in power.